Good morning. It's 11 past 7 o'clock. News Radio 710 Keel. Robert J. Wright and Erin McCarty. And without further ado, good morning, Ms. Let me see. MTB, Mayor-to-be, Ollie Tyler. Mayor-elect, Ollie Tyler. Good morning, Ms. Mayor. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Is this Robert?
Yes, ma'am, it is. Now, here's my first question, I guess. Compared to campaigning.
I'm in here, by the way.
Okay, let's both say good morning,
Erin.
Erin. Good morning, Erin.
How you doing, Erin?
I'm doing great. We have a nickname for you. I'll tell you that in a minute.
Okay, all right.
Compared to campaigning, is putting together a city government, does campaigning seem easy by comparison?
Well, not really, Robert. Not really.
When you were campaigning, what time did you get up? What time did you end? Now that you and your people are putting everything together from top to bottom to whatever it is, what time are you getting started? What time are you finishing every day?
Let me just tell you, it's the exact same time. I've been getting up, before 6 every day, 5 something every day, and sometimes even earlier. And, pulling together information, going to meet with key staff persons at City Hall, meeting with transition team members, trying to get information I need to get my arms around where we are with every department. So it's been nonstop each day.
What can you tell us in terms of your staff? Have you made some choices? What can you announce yet?
Well, I tell you what, I have a transition team, Erin, and I have not made an announcement of any staff yet. I do have a lot of people that have indicated to me they have an interest, and I've gotten some applications, and of course, whenever I go out any place, sometimes people simply pass me applications. So it's kind of interesting, but I have not selected anybody yet. But I do have a transition team that has just started working, and we are going to be looking at some reorganization type ideas. And, looking to see what key staff members I may have to change or, people that I need to bring in. Now, I've already begun working with department heads at City Hall, getting written information from them about priorities, getting information from them about, top areas of opportunities that there may exist within each department. Just asking them and I'm asking them to give me things in writing so that I can have an idea of where we are, what services we're providing, what we can do better, and any information that I need to know as mayor of the city. And so, they're getting all that together for me, and I've been down there every day.
Miss Ollie, speaking of applications, resumes, et cetera, the CAO, the way the Shreveport city government is structured, CAO is a pretty powerful job.
Yes.
How many resumes and or applications have you received for that position?
I've received only one, and of course, I'm still in dialogue with that individual. We've not come up with any solid commitments yet, but I've received one. I have some other people, who I think have an interest. I've had some other names submitted to me.
Do you have a date? Pardon me. Do you have a date when you're going to make all these announcements?
I don't yet. Right now, I'm just trying to get my arms around what's going on in the city before we look at changing any key staff members. And, I have to go to city council members. I'm going to be working with them starting next week again. I've already had some conversation with some of them to see how I can make sure that I get, confirmation on budget changes, if there need to be any budget changes, any kind of, revisions in the budget. As you know, Mayor Glover has already submitted a budget, and the council has passed on, the budget that they know they need to do.
Well, pardon me, what kind of reception have you gotten from the individual council people, and have you met with them individually or, say, 2 or 3 at a time? I don't know how that works.
Well, when I was on the campaign trail, Robert, I met with some individually, and they're still on the council. And since that time, I've met with 1 or 2, not really as a sit-down conversation, but I have met with them like when we down there for work session, we talk afterward. I've met with one that, we had conversation about how we would like to work together. So I've met with most of them. Some of them I've actually gone by their offices and I've had to sit down conversation with them. But I plan to do that again.
Ollie,
And
let me ask you, of the staff, the department heads that are there now, if you had to guesstimate, what percentage will be staying with you and what percentage will be moving on?
I'm going to make that determination after next week, Erin. I'm asking them to submit things to me in writing. And what I've said to them is I'm going to come back to you, and I'm going to have dialogue with you one-on-one again once I get your information. Then I can make
You take
my
office.
determination.
You take office a week from Saturday. Isn't that putting them in a little bit of a squeeze?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And, what I do know in leadership positions, you can't, unless you got people that are ready to start implementing what's going on in your organization, you don't just drop people overnight, because we have a lot of things going on right now in our city. And so the wise thing to do is first see what's going on in every department, see who's doing what, who's being accountable, who's doing a good job, and then, talk a little bit more to those people so you can see if you want to keep some. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not going to say, you're out today and I don't have somebody to put in your place, somebody who has experience, somebody who has the knowledge that you have. You don't do those kinds of things.
Miss
Otherwise,
Tyler, can you hang on with us? We got to take a break. Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Wonderful. We'll have more on you at the inauguration. We got some details on that too.
Mayor-elect Ollie Tyler, more is on the way. Robert J. Wright, Erin McCarty, KEEL News Radio time is 7:17. News Radio 710 KEEL, Robert J. Wright and Erin McCarty, 22 past 7 o'clock, and back again for another segment. Thank you very much to Mayor-elect Ollie Tyler. Miss Ollie is still with us, just double checking.
I am. Thank you.
You had said earlier in the interview, toward the beginning, that you and your transition team are sort of assessing reorganization of some areas of Shreveport city government. Can you expound on that a little bit? What do you mean? Are you thinking of maybe combining departments? Are you what exactly is the plan here? Can you tell us?
Well, we haven't completed the plan yet. We've only had one meeting, Robert, but we are going to be looking at reorganization. I am, because I want to reorganize the office based on my leadership style. And also I want to make sure that what we do is going to be more efficient and effective to serving citizens.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
With respect, you had to come into the meetings, or the only meeting you've had, with some kind of plan in your head, and you probably wrote it down and verbalized it to a bunch of your closer aides. So can you share with us?
Well, let me tell you how far we are. I took in the current organizational structure as it is presently. As you know, Robert, we've only gotten elected a week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
so we haven't had a chance to really delve into details. And I'm still going to various events around the city. But we're meeting again this upcoming week, and we'll look more in depth into reorganization. I know I'm going to reorganize the front office, and I've already alerted those people. When I say the front office, I'm talking about the mayor's immediate staff. When I looked at the organizational structure, it does not fit with my philosophy about how to serve people.
Could some departments be combined?
I'm sorry, say again.
Could some departments be combined?
There is a possibility. I've met here again. I've spent the last 3 days meeting with all department heads, and I brought them in like 2 at a time because I gave them written assignments. What I'm trying to do now, once I get those written assignments, I'll go back to my transition team after I have perused all of that information. And then I will see what each department is doing. And what I've said to them is my expectations will probably be quite different. I have high expectations. And if you have talked with anybody about my leadership style, then you will know. But I'm going to put those expectations in writing. And the first week I'm in the office, we're going to go to every department, and we're going to talk with all of the departments and their employees, and we're going to actually delve into those expectations, what they can expect from me, what I can expect from them. But when I look at departments, I'm seeing things that are being duplicated. So then when I go back to my transition team, they kind of advise me. Then we will take a look at whether or not we can reorganize in a way that's going to give us more efficiency, effectiveness, and eliminate some of the waste.
Miss Ollie, right now at this point, have you met with either the fire chief or the police chief?
I have met with the police chief. I've met with the interim fire chief. I've met with all department heads. I finished all those meetings yesterday. I've been meeting every single day and still going to different events for the city. So, yes, I've met with all department heads. Now, we don't have a fire chief, as you know, Robert, because the other one, was terminated, and we have an interim fire chief right now. I have met with him.
Chief Mulford is still on the city's website as fire chief, just a FYI. That's a whole nother subject. But the inauguration, what can you tell us about the plan? It is a week from Saturday, and is the public invited and welcome?
Yes, the public is, and I'm so glad you asked me that, because I was going to ask you if I could make that announcement.
Please.
And I do have, my team is still working with me. It is going to be a week from this Saturday, which is, of course, December 27th, same day of the Independence Bowl, which poses somewhat of a, problem for us.
You're going to be a busy woman.
We're going to be very busy that day. So, but it's going to be at the convention center, Erin, at 10 o'clock that morning. And, of course, we've worked with, city council members, and we're all going to be together that day. And we'll all be installed, and I think city council will be having their meeting immediately after that. And then we'll all head out to Independence Bowl Stadium.
Miss Ollie, I'm just pulling this out of left field. I may be 100 yards off target here. For the swearing in, for your swearing in, I assume there's a Bible involved. Is there some sort of sentimental Bible family book you're going to be using?
Well, right now we are in discussion about that. I've got one group working on that, and we're trying to get a special Bible with my name on it. Now, I have one that my late husband had given me. He was an associate minister, so I may be using that, and, of course, my son will be holding it for me.
Oh, nice.
So, I haven't had time, really, Erin and Robert and Gary, to even do too much toward, inauguration, because I'm busy trying to get my arms around what's happening in our city. When I took on this area of service, I took it on to make a difference. So I'm not even worried about me right now and all of that. I've got a committee work. I work at night when I get home up until 11 and 12, working with the inaugural committee. And certainly they just send stuff to me, and I approve it when I get home at night.
Well, Miss Ollie, we certainly appreciate it. We know you got lots to do today, just like every day.
I got to tell her new nickname.
That's where I was going to tee it up
See
for
if
you.
she likes it.
Erin has come up with a potential new nickname for you, Mayor-elect Ollie Tyler. We're going to toss it out there, and if you like it, it was our idea. If you don't,
we'll come up with another
it was 100% her idea, and I tried to talk her out of it.
In all these years I've been doing this, every mayor has a nickname. Some of them we can tell you, some of them we can't.
Whoa.
But yours, I'm thinking we're going to just refer to you as OT.
Okay.
We're going to put the OT in the game.
Thank you, Erin. You know what? I have some colleagues who call me OT.
Oh, do they? They already thought of it. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. OT. Well, OT. I like that.
We like that. Okay, we're going to stick with OT. I like it.
Miss Ollie, congratulations once again. I know you're hard at work, and we look forward to chatting with you again soon. So have another wonderful and busy day, and we'll have you again soon for sure.
Thank you so much, and thank you all so much for all the time that you've given me to actually try to get my message to the citizens. And it's been just a wonderful, wonderful joy to just talk to you all. I mean, every morning you're just up, and I don't know how you do it.
You know what? It's odd. Now that you've mentioned that, because we have about 30 seconds, Erin's on vacation next week.
Oh, is
Monday
she?
to, yes, ma'am. She'll be, who knows where, probably just off the grid.
Got one of my Marines coming to town.
Could I call you? Could I give you a ring one morning next week for maybe a 4 or 5 minute Christmas message? Would that be possible?
That would be possible.
I will check with Erin on that, and we'll get back with you later today or tomorrow.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Erin.
And
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Ollie. Thank
Christmas,
you, ma'am.
Ollie.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Robert J. Wright, Erin McCarty, Keel News Radio. Time is 7:28.